Hello, I'm Rob.
Hello, and I'm Jake.
Or is it the same people because we sound exactly the same?
This is Jake laughing.
That's Rob. So we've decided to start a podcast that is currently nameless. If anyone
We need help.
wants to help us, we're impatient and wanted to get it started, but are really confused about a name. So if anyone wants to give us a hand with that, just shoot away. Basically, tonight, since it's the first episode, we decided to do a coming out story. All the gays love a good come out story, don't we?
Yeah, it's a bit nervous.
Yeah, that was Jake. I'm only messing. So anyway, okay, we're going to get things kicked off, starting with Jake, the younger brother. He's going to introduce himself, age, blah, blah, blah.
So, my name is Jake, and I'm 21, and I came out when I was 17. I used to go drinking excessively, a lot,
Yeah,
but
didn't
just
we
having
all?
fun, like. And one day I was up at my nan's, and I don't know, I just literally fainted because I got hot and cold sweats out of nowhere.
Got the spinners after a rollie.
Imagine. And we were out in the garden and just fainted, whatever. And they saw, well, there was a group around, just all my family and aunts and stuff, my brothers and sisters, and they saw cuts on my arms. It kind of went from there. I didn't come out from there, and they
What
just,
year was this?
that was 2017. I was 17. I
Yeah,
actually was 17.
Oh my god, so scary.
Yeah, young enough, alright. And they saw cuts on my arms, but they didn't say anything. They noticed that, and then obviously I pretended I fell in a bush
Yeah.
just to get it away
And
because
so
I was so scared.
I know you were going through it all on your own. 17, like.
Yeah. But then it was like a few months later, I went drinking up my cousin's house and got a bit too drunk, obviously, and let it all pour out, obviously, for the better. So my uncle went up and told my aunt, and she came into me, and when she came into me, I'd never forget it. She came into me and she goes, well, your uncle just told me there the story, whatever. And I went, I felt myself going wax.
Oh my
white.
god,
And
you would.
and she
I'm actually
goes-
going to get sick.
she actually turned around to me, she goes, Jake, relax, you're going wax white.
I know I'm sweating.
I know. Let me think about it.
I'm sweating.
It's actually just hot and cold sweats.
Because like no, a gay person obviously understands coming out, but obviously if you're straight, you never have to come out. And no one knows what that's like until you're
Until you're
actually.
in the moment, in
yeah.
the position.
Oh, literally, you want to do your shits in toilets anyway beforehand because you piss
I know,
yourself over the nerves. It's actually so.
Or it's get sick beforehand.
Yeah.
So yeah, he went and told my aunt or whatever, and my aunt went to my older sister. She's like
Our
her
second mother.
our
Shout out to
second mum.
Tanya.
Yeah, she's like her second mum.
And Kelly Mjet, we love
And
you
Kelly,
too.
yeah, of course. But Tanya's like the second mum.
Yeah, she is.
And I was only just, it was my first year of college, and I was just after being in college, I was literally 17, like I was still young leaving school.
I know, it really was like.
And I was sitting in the back of the class, literally my second day in college, and she texted me a big long spiel. Still didn't know now that Tanya found out. She texted me a
Tanya.
big, huge, long thing. And then she collected me from college, but at the time I wasn't talking to my mum. Had a bit of a tiff with her.
You don't have a clue the words we have in our family. There's like 40 of us.
Yeah, obviously love a bit of wars, but
Yeah, of course.
I wasn't talking to my mum at the time. But my sister was actually living in my nan's house because she was moving into her new house, getting it done. And she pretended to. I was up minding the kids, and she pretended to me. She goes, "Jake, I'm going shopping there. Will you mind the kids?" I goes, "Yeah, no problem." Fell asleep with the kids. Came back, and she had my mum and dad told for the better. She said, and she didn't let me gam on until I was outside the door. She
Oh
was
my
like,
god, is he shit on the fireplace?
"No fucking way."
Sorry,
No,
that's
he's
just our
not.
new pup. Oh,
Is he?
I don't know. We'll check. Go, you.
And no, he's not. And I came in not after speaking to my mum for a week. I was actually not even in the house for a week. I was up at my cousin's, and of course my mum and dad, being the mum and dad that they are, open arms, crying, everything, just
You know,
so
she was
lovable.
lovely.
Obviously, she was like, just so surprised that I kept it into myself. She thought I was open, but I wasn't, and just crying to me, saying how much they love me and how accepting. Just don't ever hide anything from us again. And ever since that day, I can never forget it. It was like the 27th of September, I think, because it's still a bit of a scar moment. Obviously,
It is.
it is, and ever since then, I feel so much better. I couldn't have been happier. I'm happy the way I came out. I'm happy that the age I came out, and I was just so lucky with the family I had.
And the family we do have, they're all so good. They really are. But obviously, it's such a scary time. I mean,
There's just so many of us. I was the first one coming out gay as a huge
yeah,
family.
which was a really big deal. Like, you know, fair play. tough socks. Okay, so now we're gonna move to me. I'm Rob, and so basically, what year did I come out in?
That was, I think it was like 2-3 years ago now.
I'm slow. I don't even know my
It was
number.
Kerry's 21st, remember? Around that.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's when I told you.
Told me, and that was only a few months later.
Oh my god, it was when we went on the stag to Malaga. Oh my god, that's a different story. We'll talk about that in a separate episode. Fucking hell.
Fuck me.
Jesus. We didn't sleep for fucking 3 days the whole time we were there. We were absolutely horrendously ghosted. Anyway, back to what we're talking about. So basically, obviously Jake had coming out. So with that in store, I just want to give a background on our family and the way they are. Like, all my family are so lovable. We're like, everyone around us is so great. Yeah. We're all so close, but we're very old fashioned, so there was never ill intention on anyone coming out. There never
just
was
pure
anyway.
Irish family.
Yeah, pure Irish family. Sure, you know yourselves.
Yeah,
do you know?
That's what it is.
So anyway, Jake had come out. Obviously, me and Jake never spoke about to each other about being gay.
Yeah.
But even, like, listen to this. I knew. We both
knew.
Sure, if you're gay, you know. Like, do you know what I mean? So one day we had bunk beds in our room, and I was on a Twitter page, and it was like for the gays. So like all funny gay jokes and stuff.
Gay memes and stuff like that.
Yeah, and nothing dirty.
No.
So
at that time there was no dirty stuff on Twitter.
So I was scrolling through the gay page anyway, and I was on a video. But my volume was down, and he was on the top bunk and I was on the bottom bunk, and I knew my volume was down, but I was watching the video anyway, and it sounded like whatever he was playing upstairs was the video I was watching up in the bunk bed. Was the video was the video I was watching on the bottom bunk. And since then, well, I always knew he was gay, but
we started skilling out and laughing when we had that first conversation, didn't we?
That really solidified things. So anyway, me being gay and coming out. So again, Tanya, the second mother, like, she's so good to us. I was actually at my cousin's 21st in the Pershig, up the north side, and we got really drunk. Long story short,
excessively drunk.
Oh wait, no, I'm actually skipping way ahead because I actually told my friends first. So when was it? Oh my god, we were all drinking at my friend's house, and I was talking to one of my friends. So I was chatting away. I was like, Podge. He was, yeah. I was like,
did it come out like that?
Yeah, literally. I wasn't even expecting it myself.
That's when it comes out, though.
Oh my god, it's like,
that's when it comes
like
out.
Farting and a shit comes out. Yeah. That's actually
exactly
following through. I followed through the gay way, like the gateway. So anyway, I followed through with Podge. So I was like, Podge and gay. Then I went wax white. It was my first time even telling anyone.
You do though, like?
Oh my god, a big Nah, I heard it. Who? And I looked at who? I told you this, you girl. Oh. I looked at the door. Who fucking falls in? Dan.
Oh yeah.
Robert, I was out there listening, and I know I'm not meant to know, and I know I'm not meant to be listening, but I heard what you said, and I'm so proud. It's actually in shock.
Dan being Dan,
like, so funny. So anyway, I shat my pants within the minute someone else knew. So he's like, oh, don't worry, blah, 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 your secret's safe with me, whatever. But sure, wasn't a secret for long, because once I started, it was like an addiction.
It's like letting loose.
It's like letting loose, like, it's weird, it's like relieving.
You slowly start becoming yourself.
You do, though, and I mean, it's the biggest secret you kept in your whole entire life. Obviously, being gay has this taboo around it, especially, like, I don't know, coming from my core group of friends from years ago, like 5 cousins and 3 buddies, like, and you know, they're all straight lads, and obviously I got on so well with them. I'm delighted that
you didn't want to change anything.
I didn't want to change anything, like, do you know what I mean? And it was like a thing that wasn't normal, because I had so much fun with my friends. I love my friends, and I never wanted to be perceived any differently. Obviously, you know that you're not going to be perceived differently, but you know, it's still really fucking scary owning up to it. So anyway, go back to it, sorry. So I was up in Dan's room anyway, and we go downstairs, and my cousin Timmy, I went out the back, and it was actually poker face normal. Then I was like, falling crying. Tim, I get it.
Let it loose, like.
Oh god, I got that fucking out my chest.
I know, yeah.
So anyway, slowly started telling the boys, each an individual, because obviously I needed a bucket load of drink. I couldn't just text them or
that's what happened
be
to me as well,
sober or like, oh
That's
yeah,
what
come out there
happened,
for a
yeah.
chat there. Haha, I'm gay.
Drunk words are sober thoughts though.
Exactly. Well, sometimes they're not, because I have been really pissed and done.
But like meaningful things.
Oh
like,
my god, of course, yeah. Like, but you know, oh, it was anyway. It's a horrendous point in time. So then I taught my sister at my cousin's 21st, and then my sister was getting married, and we had a stag. Oh yeah, by the way, like with
the
all this
heaviest
time as
sex
well,
ever.
yeah, literally. But with all this time as well, like, I mean, it was just a hard time because I had to face Jake coming out gay. Then when Jake came out gay, obviously no one in my family expected me to be gay.
Pressure.
Like, just extra gay.
Yeah.
But one day now, like, one day I came in home from a night out, and my mum was crying by herself at the table, and I was like,
She came up to me as well. Remember?
I was like,
Remember
Mum,
how funny was that?
but this was the first time she told me that you were gay.
Oh, about me? Oh yeah. That's what I'm going.
I was like, Mum, I was like, what's wrong with you? She looked at me and she goes, Jake's gay, like, what am I going to do? And I looked at her, obviously me being gay, like, I'm like, look, Mum, he's not dead. I goes, are you for real? It's
There's no one sick, like.
It was like fucking 2020 or whatever year it was.
Yeah. But it was close, like, onwards and upwards in the years, like.
Do you know what I mean? And she was like, look, I'm not actually sad that Jake's gay. I love my son. I'll always love my son. She was just really nervous about what way other people would treat Jake, and like with people attacking him, and sure, you know your parents, how worried they'd be. So then I saw the real emotion behind the bars there. So, and then I had separate conversations with other people in my family being like, oh my god, I can't believe Jake's gay. Do you know, again, like crying, and you know, as if
It was actually very emotional.
it's very emotional, like, yeah. And for me to see everything, and then with me locked in my own head being like, oh my god, I'm gay.
I know.
Like, how
pressure.
am I gonna fucking deal with this? Like, anyway, so it's bad enough being gay and trying to come out, and then, do you know what I mean? So then I saw everyone's real emotion, but like, it was
like a matter of
there was
time.
no ill intention there. Do you know, it's our family's old fashioned. No one knew how to deal with being gay, and it was a new
It was
thing.
their first thing, like.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, and people had to get used to the situation. Obviously, things were going to change.
And it opened their mind to so
so
much.
much.
All our families.
Two of us were put on this earth in my family to come out gay,
Literally.
to widen and broaden the
families,
minds.
yeah.
I'd actually kind of have a follow up story to over how much we did broaden people's minds. So anyway, saw my mum bawling, crying. Had a couple of chats with other people in my family. They were bawling, crying as well. And then as time went on, I told all my friends that I was gay. Whatever, like 2 years later, was it? Told all of my friends were gay. Then I told my sister Tanya, and then Tanya was like, look, we're going to deal with this. You know, it's so fine. You know, we're all healthy.
And even holding that for an extra 2 years as well. Like, oh my god, I couldn't anyway.
God, that's sick.
I actually couldn't.
But you know what? Like, seeing all that and dealing with everything, and then there was a rumour going around in my own friends that was shitty enough as well at the time. So there was a lot of pressure on me. There was a lot of pressure on me.
It was extra pressure for you because I was the one who after, you know.
So like, I was dealing with a lot. Then I was coming up to my exams for qualifying to be a personal trainer, and I kept on saying it. I was at the start of the month. I was like, I'm going to come out when I'm going to come out when I have my course done. I'm going to come out when I have my course done. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to come out. So
yeah, you rile it up, don't you? Like,
rile
in your
it
own
up,
head.
and it came. The universe outed me. Let's just say, because everything got put out of my control there at one point, and then my family found out before I wanted them to, and it was just. It was
and then
a
again,
bad
that's
time.
even more pressure on top of the pressure that he was already on.
Yeah, and then you know, anyway, it didn't go the way I wanted it to go. Let's just say, without going into too much detail. And my sister's husband was having a stag. We're going to Malaga, so we went to Malaga for 4 days. And when I was in Malaga, my sister Tanya had told my mum and dad that I'm gay when I was
No, you're
over
missing
there.
a part. My mum came up to me. Remember the time we were just getting rid of our bunk beds, and my mum.
Oh my god.
My mum came up to me and she goes, Jake, I have a question. I was like, what, mum? And she goes, is Robert the same as you? I goes, I don't know, because I didn't want to tell him without his permission either. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I goes, I think so.
But she, God love him.
Do you know
like,
that
I mean,
that's just their way of communicating? Like,
I know, and
they don't mean it. Like, it's
my
just-
mum is the best mother you could actually possibly.
She go backwards, yeah, and my dad. Like,
She and my dad, two of them, and my sisters, and our family.
all
Our family are
our
just
family
so great.
in
Like,
general.
genuinely couldn't. you couldn't handpick a better bunch.
No, literally.
Do you know? But again, it's all new adjustments, especially when they grew up and like gay was taboo in our house. Like, you know, when we were growing up, like let's just say if two guys were kissing on the telly, they'd be like, turn off that. Or, you know, just don't look at that.
Pure Irish family.
Pure Irish family, like, do you know what I mean? Because, you know, they're old fashioned, they're not bad people. When it came at their doorstep, though, you should have seen the change. You know?
Yeah. My dad literally cried to me as well. Like, it was my first time. My nan passed away. Never saw him cry before, and he cried when me and Robert came out. It was actually just crazy.
Like my mum got a bit of a fright for Jake, and the minute my dad heard it, he was like, "Get my child down here now."
Because I still wasn't back home. Yeah.
My mum was like, "Oh, I don't know if I'm ready yet, because, you know, she was still crying, whatever." And he looked at my mum and he goes, "See you. You can't say nothing to me, and if I know that my child's up there hurting, I want him down here right now, and I want to make sure that everything's okay." Do you know? And, you know, we come from good stock, especially with our parents. Like, I'm so grateful from. So anyway, I came home after that absolute bender in Malaga.
Bender is what it's called. Two benders.
Oh, bender for the benders, But anyway, so came back home absolutely motherfucking rattled. And then when I say rattled, I've never experienced the rats like I did in my life. I lie down on my back, and then everything.
The sleep paralysis. Like, oh my god.
Paralysis. I was actually falling. So I was actually falling. Everything came up white when I was in bed, lie down. Everything came up white, and I was falling to the floor. Then I woke up, and my mum was standing at the end of my bed. It was like a dream. But when I woke up, she was at the end of my bed. That wasn't sleep paralysis.
Fuck, that was real.
And I goes, "Hi." She looked at me.
Like, say you knew what we were coming with the job.
Yeah, I was shitting it because she told me when I was over there.
Yeah.
I goes, "Hi." And she goes, "Hi." I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "Well, do you have something to tell me?" And then, you know, my eyes started welling up, and I started kind of.
Of course they did, though. Like, it's natural.
I just didn't know what to do. Like, especially coming after a fucking 4-day bender.
Oh my god, that was put on you there like no tomorrow.
Oh my god, like a fucking ton of gay bricks.
Literally.
So anyway, my mum, she was like, "Do you have something to tell me?" I was like, She goes, "You wouldn't have to say it."
I know.
She goes, "Rob, come on." She was like, "Why did you wait so long?" She goes, "Do you know what I mean? Like, you honestly, but you like girls as well." I goes, "No." And she goes, "Oh, no, it's so fine. It's so fine. I'll go down and get your dad." Then my dad strolls into the door. She's so funny. Like, yeah. My dad, like, literally, if you knew my dad, the biggest Northsider ever, gatches.
Yeah.
Into my room. Like, he looked at me. He actually put up one eyebrow, and he goes, "You know what?" I goes, "What?" He goes, "So what? We had one, now we have two. What of it?" Yeah, I know. Do you know? God love him.
It was just all good, positive, good vibes.
It was.
Everything that came out of it, like.
It brought me and him, Jake, together.
Way
me and Jake
closer.
despised each other, I hate to say it, before this.
Yeah.
Didn't
we did. We never.
Yeah.
We didn't get on.
No, it's not like we despised each other, but like,
we just didn't
like,
get
"Oh
on,
my god, Jake, great." He'd be like, "Can I come out too?" We're like, "No, great."
Being the annoying younger brother.
Annoying younger brother, but and then when we came out, oh my god.
I think our lives, the whole house, like, changed.
The whole house changed.
Because obviously we were going to be in moods, because obviously we were holding that big thing, like.
And I was going out, how I dealt with it was awful.
Same.
Yeah, I would go out on a Friday and I wouldn't come home till the Monday morning. Yeah. Like, I was going out, you know, doing everything and anything, you know.
And the gym as well
sessions. Yeah, but before the gym I was on sessions.
No, that's what made you, remember?
Yeah, that's what saved me.
Yeah.
So like on sessions non-stop, just trying to, you know, living for the weekend.
Put away, you feel happier when you're drunk. And when you're out in the sesh with your friends.
Yeah, and I got up to more than drink, to be honest, and my mental health was spiraling down fast. And when I mean that, it's like we got up to so much, and, you know, we went on, had our laughs and our sessions, did what we did, got home, it was Monday morning, lived through Monday to Friday, depressed out of your head, to wait for the weekend to do the exact same thing, and that cycle just happened and happened and happened.
I was actually lucky the age I came out, so 17, because I wasn't at that stage of going out yet either, do you know what I mean?
But I was 18, and that's when I started dabbling in other things other than drink.
Do
you know, and again, it was like a repressant. It was like,
something that you could kind of lean on, but you weren't really leaning on it. It just made it feel like that you were.
Yeah, like, you know, I was always the mad one. I was always the one who downed the 70 cl of vodka. you know, trying to entertain people, or like I used to go out and I used to like meet older
And
women.
a lot of
Let's
people
just
say
say,
that as well. Like the life of the party hides kind of
yeah, like
Do you know
hide the
that
lad
kind of-
secrets. They do. Like I used to go
trying
out,
to keep people happy.
yeah. But we used to live for Eclipse. Used to go into Eclipse to meet all the older women. And
Remember Eclipse?
I'm like, here, bro,
Oh
just
my God.
see, here, bro, just see the woman I just met there. You know, I'm like, that's me done for the night now. Yo, undercover.
I
Gone
know.
good.
It's like when you, it's like once you meet a girl, it's like that's ticked off this, that's done. I can tell the story the next morning to my friends.
Exactly. And do you know what? Fucking girls are pushy. Fair play
Very
to them.
much, yeah, they are.
Go get what you want. But yeah.
Not what they gave me.
Oh God, the predicament I've been put in and had to follow through. Like, I actually.
Some predicaments I put. Did you just hear my voice there? What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Some predicaments I put myself in though.
Just to try even prove
Just
to
to try-
yourself
that's
though.
what it is.
Like I went through. I remember being like, oh my God, like, do you know, I'm just going to grow up, make a woman fall in love with me, have my kids. Can't even
Oh my
even
God,
have
I
kids.
used to think that as I was a babe. I swear to God, having a wife, having a kid, keeping it for the rest of your life.
And then, yeah.
Jesus Christ, that didn't happen
Who
anyway.
fucking knew you would have to sleep with them every weekend? That wouldn't be at all. Oh God.
That's the funny, that's how... Look,
And
it's
you know, that's how
funny,
young
like.
you are as well, because you actually fully can go through. Okay, even with my course, when we completed our course, we could have been a personal trainer on a boat. I was fully ready to live my life out at sea. Being a
You
personal
were
trainer.
though, 'cause I can remember you coming in and telling me that.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm gone.
And we were all saying go as well, like, remember?
Yeah, literally, sure didn't have a clue why I was going.
And then you'll be working 6 days a week.
Oh,
though.
it's so gay and dramatic, like, I love it.
Love it. We're here for it.
Yeah. I'm sweating just taking out my top. But anyway, back to
Our lives.
us broadening our families' lives, okay? So one day, this is Rob, by the way, as well, in case we get confused. So one day I went up to my nan's. Okay, so basically I was PTing my nan, you know, just a couple of mobility movements, and you know, anyway, it's PTing her. Just leave it at that. So I went up to her house one day, and I was on my phone.
I don't think I know this.
You do, I told ya. And I was on my phone, just scrolling away through it, whatever, so I'm doing what I done. She goes, Rob, you're just so handsome.
Oh yeah, I do know.
She goes, Rob, you're just so handsome. I was like, oh, thanks, Dan.
This the
She
famous
goes-
sentence.
I know, yeah. You're a waste.
You're a waste for girls.
So they don't know,
It's
like,
only,
Joe,
yeah, it's them being innocent. That's what it is.
yeah. And do you know what I mean? It's
I
funny,
actually
like,
think I like it because
yeah, it's funny. Do you know,
because
and
then
it's
you
the
can
way
bring
they
them down
cope
to
as
your
well.
level.
With a course, yeah, that's the way they cope with it as well. Do you know what I mean?
And my nan,
Not
my
that there's
poor
nothing
nan,
to cope about.
she learned a lot as well. Like that
She learned a lot, yeah.
So much. She actually ended up having a gay best friend after us.
So, I was sitting down. She goes, "Rob, you're so handsome. What a waste of a woman, whatever." I started laughing because, you know, that's what they normally say. You know, it's funny, like. So I goes, you're so funny. And then I went back to scrolling, and she was like, no, honestly, like, Rob, she was like, are you alright? And I was like, oh my God, this is my chance to enlighten everyone. So I pulled away from my phone, and I was like, Nan. She goes, yeah. She was like, she said, so I was like, Nan. She goes, yeah. I was like, do you like my connection with you? Like, I'm always
Before you
up in
carry
her
on,
house.
I actually learned something off this. What you said to her.
Yeah.
Do you know?
So I'm always up PTing her. I'm always the way I am with her. I'm always up talking to her. So then I was like, do you like me? And she was like, well, of course. Why would you say that? I goes, Nan, if I was straight, I would be a different person. I was like, Nan, do you know the connections I have with my brother Jake, with my mum, my sisters, my mum and my
different,
dad?
like.
I goes, that would be a different person. I was like, would you like to change me if you had your way about it? She just looked at me. She goes, never mind what I fucking said there, I love you. And she
But that brought me
does,
down
she
even
does
to a
love
level,
us.
Robert.
Yeah, what?
When you goes, like, even if I wasn't gay, I would be a different person. I even thought about that. I was kind of like, fuck it.
But I mean,
looking
like,
back, like,
but you would though.
turning
yeah.
around being like, I actually would be kind of different. I wouldn't have
completely different.
the
Sorry,
bond that we would have though.
no, the bond me and you have. I reckon I was born and I was gay, and then in the universe said he needs someone else.
and my mum and dad tried for another boy. Just Robert, because we have 3 sisters. I'm the youngest. Robert's the second youngest. And they were like, yeah, we need another boy. We need a boy. Little did they know 2 of us ended up fucking gay.
Yeah, but they needed another boy just in case one of us ended up gay.
Oh my God.
You're only fucking asking for trouble there.
Yeah, literally.
But again, they would never change
Positive
us.
vibes.
So they would never change us, and Like, I mean,
The laughs we even have now.
I know.
Do you know? And the jokes we still crack about even being, do you know, being gay and stuff.
I know, it's so good though. And anyway, being gay is just a part of us.
Yeah.
Do you know, there's
It
a
never
lot more.
changed me even before I came out. Do you know? Like,
Never
I still
changed
was
me.
who I was. If not, it made me better.
It made me better as well. With anyone, even if you're
Anyone,
gay, straight, bisexual, transgender,
But, like,
anything, if once you're
having that
comfortable in
weight on your
yourself.
chest and getting that off your chest would make anyone feel better.
Yeah, but like anything, do you know, once you
Anything,
talk, like, anyone can come to a eureka moment.
Yeah.
Just motherfucking accept yourself.
Yeah, it's all about that.
And watch RuPaul as well, it's fucking brilliant.
Oh my god, if you watch it, it's like you go into a different chant.
Yeah, it's great TV. So I think that concludes our first episode.
That was a lovely one. I liked
Yeah.
it. I
Look-
thought I'd be more nervous though.
I would entirely love it.
I just fucking, I love that combo.
Love it. So basically, we're going to try lighten up for the next episode and try have something fun to talk about and something less doom and gloom. And we want to bring on our uncle Mikey as well. He is hilarious.
So fucking funny.
We'll take it back to the 80s with a story from him growing up.
It will though.
Oh my god, I thought I was mental.
Oh no, wait till you hear him.
This motherfucker will blow your mind. So we will love and leave you, and hopefully
I hope people listen now.
I know, yeah. You're like losers.
I know, yeah. Look, first for and everything anyway. So.
Yeah, exactly. Look, at least we're motherfucking trying.
Trying.
So again, leave us know what you think if anyone does like it, and hopefully someone took something from it.
Don't forget about a name actually as well, because
Yeah,
I'm really struggling.
help us. So we love and leave you, and goodbye to everyone. Peace out,
Twas
motherfuckers.
lovely.
Slán go fóill.